we are live. We're live in living color. Hey, Instagram and Facebook. We are live tonight in living color. Holla at you. Hey, Janet Jam 77, how you doing tonight? How you doing? Deuce, how you doing? How y'all mama and them doing? Hey, we gonna get started in a little bit. I'm gonna wait for a few more people to come in. Vegas dolls, Vegas Barbies, how you doing? Good to see you tonight. Good to see you. We got a good show tonight. As you can see, I manifested another building, so we're going to be adding some personality to the building, you know. We're going to add some personality. It's a storefront. Family doing good over there. Good to hear. Good to hear. Deuce, my buddy, he always here to support, and I appreciate it. We're going to get started soon. I'm going to wait for a few more people to come in. And Facebook, welcome, welcome. This is a Boxology building with Lady Tay. And tonight, we're going to be finishing up Shannan's boutique, which is called Shannan's Closet and Tees. And we're gonna be finishing it up tonight. If you checked last week, we worked on building it, and I added details. So that was Boxology Building 101, where you building a structure. Tonight, we're gonna be doing Boxology 102, which is adding trim and paint and all the glam and glamour, you know. Give it personality. Hey, Deb. Always good to see you, my friend. You always sending me encouraging posts. Thank you. So I'm so glad that you guys are here. I am Lady Tay. As you can see, Boxology building with Lady Tay. And I love to build for my doll page, Mylilcurvyworld. So check out Mylilcurvyworld. That's MYLIL World. So check that out, and you can read the storyline and everything pretty much on that page. So for a few accessories here and there are made out of cardboard. So check out that page and say hello. If you haven't followed me yet, make sure you send me a message when you follow me so I can follow you back. And welcome, welcome. The purpose of this page, Boxology Building, is just to showcase the structures that I make. And the purpose of the structures is for the storyline for Mylilcurvyworld. Let me turn down my music a little bit. So welcome, welcome. Dawn So Chick 1, welcome to the show. So this is Boxology Building with Lady Tay. This is also sponsored by the Mylilcurvyworld show, which will be coming back sometime this summer. I had to take a break from that until my son get out of school, because he's homeschooling, and I have to really be intense helping him out. So this is the building side to the Mylilcurvyworld show, where we build the structures that we're going to be using in the Mylilcurvyworld show, where I create to play. And we're going to be doing some live playing on the Mylilcurvyworld show, which will be coming back this summer at 6 o'clock on Fridays, which we call Fridays. So I look forward to that. And also, stay tuned, guys. MCW Toys and Hobbies is also one of my pages. I will be doing some sip and sews sometime this summer. I will let you know when. And I'm excited because Shannan here is the owner of this shop. Give me one moment to move my sign out the way. Shannan here, she's the owner of Shannan Closet and Teas. So she's going to be hosting some sipping sews for you guys so that you can learn how to make some really beautiful queenly wear for your dollies. So stay tuned for that. So I'm just excited. I wanted to get this foundation now where we got some buildings so that when we do our shows we have some backgrounds for them. So stay tuned for that. And thank you for coming tonight. Tonight what we're gonna do is we're going to be adding Shannan's personality to her storefront, because all I did was just paint it right now. All I did was just paint it. I built it and I painted it. And now we're just adding the details tonight. So I was waiting for at least a couple more people. And we're going to get started. So thank you guys. I'm waiting for my assistant Fairy to come on in. Let me see if I can send them a message on my other phone so we can get started. Because, you know, I'm so wild that I have to have an assistant, at least one. So I'm going to stay tuned one moment. Let me double check and make sure Facebook is up and running. And then we're going to be going. Thank you guys. One moment. Anyone else come in the room yet? Looks like we got 3 people so far. Let's try to get like 5 people in here. Then we're gonna get moving. Before I introduce the dollies, you know, I'm gonna introduce the dollies. How's my sound? Deuce, how's the sound? How is everything? I'm sounding good to everybody? All right. Well, at least we got 4 people in, waiting for one more. Who just came in? Fine. Thank you, Deb O's. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, we're going to just go ahead and get started. They should have gotten an alert by now that I'm on. Anyways, you guys know them already, right? You guys already know the Swanky Jenkins, right? Juicy and Jazzy. Well, we're starting right where we left off on the, not really a storyline, but just, they were on their way to the prom. And, let's see, before, what'd you say, Janet Jan? Before I found you, I watched an expert train layout builder building age models. Oh, yes. I love stuff like that. I love, you know, I've been watching, my dad used to build stuff like that for his train set when I were little, and I think that's where I got the love for this for. So yes, I love to watch people make dioramas, especially realistic ones like that. So yes. So anyway, in the storyline, they're on their way to the 90s prom for Milan, and they were leaving the shop and they took a picture. Anyway, so this is where it's gonna start. Shannan was saying goodbye, and anyway, the Swanky Jenkins storyline. The Swanky Jenkins storyline is Mylilcurvyworld World, and Shannan was my very first curvy. So before I had Jazzy, I had Shannan as Mylilcurvyworld because she was the very first curvy doll I ever seen. I mean, when Mattel made her and I saw curvy dolls was coming, that made me want to come back. I was like, what? I had dolls collected, but I never really was like fired up about doing too much with the dolls. But when I saw that Mattel was bringing out curvy dolls, I was like, oh my goodness. So that I got her. She was my first curvy. She didn't have articulation, of course. She didn't get the made to move body till later. But I was so excited. Oh, your crown. Jazzy's crown trying to come off. I was so excited about curvies that I was like, what? So she was my very first curvy, and I made Mylilcurvyworld, and the story was originally going to be about just her moving down to Texas and starting a new life, which is still her storyline. But now that Jazzy is the main person for Mylilcurvyworld now, she supports Jazzy. They met each other at church, and Jazzy saw that she liked to dress a lot like her, and they talked a lot at church, and then she told her that she make dresses, and Jazzy was like, you make dresses? Oh my gosh. So she was like her very first customer, and Jazzy supported her the whole time while she was sewing out of her house. So now Shannan has her own business, her own building, and because of their friendship, queens supporting queens, her customer base has really grown a lot because of Jazzy. You know, Jazzy telling everybody where she get her dresses made, and you know, people were reluctant to go to Shannan at first because, you know, Shannan has her little blue hair and she's different, and you know, people didn't understand her and stuff, and Jazzy reached out to her, and they became really close, like sisters. So make sure her dress don't fall down. So they became like sisters, and if you look in the storyline last year, she made her prom dress for Milan's prom last year. So she did it again for her, but this time, I know we're not trying to get nude in here, you know. So this year she did it again for her. I keep pulling her dress down. I didn't put any straps on it because I was in such of a hurry. Anyway, so I'm excited now because I'm finally got her shop up. It's always been in my mind what it looks like, but I'm finally manifesting it, so you guys get to see it. So anyway, as you can see, Shannan loves red and black, so we're just going with her style. She already, hey Sacred Parrot, good to see you, sis. Good to see you. So since she already likes red and black, we're just gonna keep going with that with her storefront. You know, why not? You know, give it her personality. So this is my favorite part. That's why I sound so excited, because once you bring the structure up, you can add your you can add all the bells and whistles and all the personality. I had such a good time doing that with Jenkins Manor, you know, adding all the wrought iron and all the details to the Jenkins Manor because of Jazzy style. So now I get to do that with Shannan. Hello. Shannan is the dress queen, okay? I gotta make her some dresses too. Anyway, so I'm very excited, and if you have not read my storylines before, you will notice a certain kind of uplifting you would get, and the reason being is because I believe in making people feel good with my stories, and I love the fact that, you know, they're both from different backgrounds. She's older, she's younger. She's not that much older. She's like old enough to be her big sister, and so they learn from one another. She's younger, but she comes from a rich background. Shannan is a heiress, so she always have, and she's a beauty queen, so she's always have had people serve her, and always lived a charmed lifestyle. And Jazzy come from a lifestyle where, you know, they weren't poor, but they weren't too wealthy at first, you know. Her king is wealthy, so, you know, she came into a different lifestyle when she married Juicy there, you know. And so it's like with her, what I love about Shannan is she always been served. She's always been in a position where she always had someone serve her, because, you know, her parents, her whole family are billionaires. So she always lived a lifestyle where she never had to want for anything and never had to do for herself. But yet she became a servant as an adult to other people. Why? Because of her gift of making dresses and wanting to make other queens feel good. So, you know, she has a really big heart that, you know, even though she could have been anything, have done anything and have people serving her, but she decided that she wants to serve other people. And so I know you guys gonna enjoy more of her storyline. I haven't been able to put too much yet because I had to work on the Jenkins, but you're gonna see more of that, and see how she does things in her shop for other people, and how her shop is ran. And it's gonna be I'm very excited about that, to show that side of Shannan. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started and add her personality to the shop. And she always say that every woman is a queen, so she rubbed that off on to Jazzy. Of course, Jazzy and Juicy always called themselves king and queen, but her influence being around Shannan helped her shine even more. So it's like being around good people that lift you up and you lift them up. It makes you shine even better. So they really complement each other. So anyway, we're going to work on Shannan's shop tonight. Let me put the king and queen on this little throne I got over here for them. I'm going to put them on their little throne over here, and we're going to work on Shannan. So tonight is sort of like they're pushing the show over to Shannan for tonight. But before we get started, we've been talking about vision. And who remembered the question I always ask every week about the vision? let's see who remember. I remember last week, You So Unique remembered the answer. She won a king and queen shirt. Who remembers the answer? The vision is the blank of the purpose of your page. Who remember the answer to that? I think you guys are new, so y'all probably don't remember. Y'all probably didn't hear the answer. Who wants to guess? Any of my people in here that remember from last week? You know I'm a professor, so I give pop quizzes. And sometimes those pop quizzes come with prizes, so make sure you write down these answers when I give them to you. Anybody want to guess? Oh, there you go. Wait a minute. You said purpose. Okay. Yep, that's the answer. That's the answer, y'all. I made a copy and I flipped it so y'all can see it. Write this down. Janet Jam 77, make sure you write this down. I'm going to give y'all another chance to write it down. Did y'all get it? Give me a thumbs up. Did you get it? And you remember why I said that, Deb Owens? Okay, I think y'all got it now. Okay. The vision is... You dozed off. Did you get the answer so you can know, so that next time you come, you could possibly win a prize? Okay. The reason why I say that is because when you're making your page, your Instagram page or your Facebook or YouTube or whatever you're doing, the vision is the blueprint of the purpose of your page. Which means if you have a purpose for your page, there you go. If you have a clear purpose for your page, it will make it easier to know what you need to do more of your page to make your page stand out. So say for instance, if you're only making doll jewelry or you're only making doll clothes, you could get away with just having a few backdrops. And in this class, we talk about dioramas. And dioramas is the visual, write this down, this is going to be another one. Dioramas is the visual aids to your story or your page. If you're not doing story, then you could put to your page. But if you're doing storyline, then put storyline. Dioramas, let me write that on the index card too. Write that down. Whoever answered that first next week will get a king and queen shirt in June, because I gotta have time to make it. Do I need to say it again? Dioramas are the visual aids to your page. or story. So if you're doing storyline, just put dioramas are the visual aids to your page or story. Okay? So if you're having a storyline and you want them to be in multiple rooms, you can still do backdrops. You can just do multiple backdrops. You can do as many backdrops as you want. I suggest you make at least a backdrop that has two sides to it, like a book, if you're gonna do storylines. Or you can build structures like I do, or make room boxes. Now, if you don't care about them ever being outside, you could just make a whole bunch of room boxes and backdrops. But because my little visions here, these two are my vision for Mylilcurvy World. Okay, these my visions. These two. I'm using them as an example so that can make sense for you. Okay, these two are my vision of love, or my vision of family and friends. These are my vision, okay? And the purpose of my page is to show family life, family and marriage life, and how they interact with their friends and family, okay? So that's the purpose, okay? Because they're my vision, which is my blueprint, everything I create for my page is for them, my vision, okay? Because they're my vision. Everything I make is for their lifestyle, for their storyline, for them doing things with their friends. So does that make sense? So once you narrow down your purpose, and I keep drilling this in you guys, because I know that kept me stuck for years. I love Shannan, but I did not have a deep connection with her story like I do Jazzy, because she's not a mother. She's not a mother like me. So I can only write so much for Jazzy. And you know, I feel her story, but it's not a deep connection as far. Hey, Unicorn Moon, how you doing? How you doing? So because it's not a deep connection, because I didn't grow up as a billionaire, first of all, or a beauty queen, I try to write from her point of view, and I do a pretty good job. But as far as building a whole world and being fired up and on fire and just like flowing, I can't do that with Shannan like I can with Jazzy. Okay, Sacred Para, thank you for coming. I can't flow like that with Shannan. As much as I love Shannan, and that's what kind of kept me stuck for years. So it's very important that whatever character that you're going to use as your main character, you can have a deep connection with, so that you can see things from their perspectives, and you're able to really flow from that. Like when I write from Jazzy, I can feel her emotions. You know what I'm saying? I can feel how she feels, because we have so many similarities. She's a curvy woman, and so am I. You know, she grew up as a black woman. I'm a black woman, so I feel a lot, and her story is so similar to me in so many ways. She was a tomboy, I was a tomboy. So I can relate to her in so many ways. Even her complexes are close to some of my complexes that I had to overcome. So when you're doing a story, it's good to be able to have a character that you can feel that thing and you can flow through that vision. It just flow when you're writing. And so that's why I'm able to create these visions for them. Now, had I not had a deep connection with the Jenkins, because I have a deep connection with Juicy too, because, he's her husband. I have a husband. So, a lot of the stuff, silly things that he say, my husband say. So, I can flow with them. And that's why I have so much energy. Some people be like, how can you have so much energy to do so much? Because my vision drives me. My vision drives me. They're my vision, and they drive me to want to do that so that I can make sure I can get that story out of me. You know what I'm saying? So when you're flowing in something that you create and you have a clear vision, you can really, really flow with that. You know how people be like, I'm not creative? Yes, you are creative. You're very creative, but you just need a clear purpose that you could have a vision in, and that's going to help you flow. So your creativity could be stuck because you probably don't have a clear purpose for your page. So that's why I say this every week, because I know some of y'all ain't did no live yet, and I'm waiting. I'm waiting for an invitation from you guys that have not done a live yet, letting me know that you're going to do your first live, because you're no longer stuck. You're no longer stuck. You feel creative enough where you can share your gifts, and you can build your page, and it's fun for you, because this is supposed to be fun. And also, I want to make sure you guys have this too. Make sure you write this down, Janet77. What do you see? Do y'all remember the answer to this? About cardboard? What is cardboard? Do you remember that too, Deb Owens? And Deb, make sure you send me your address so I can send you a King and Queen shirt next month. Anybody remember the answer to this? Y'all make sure you write down the answer to this, because whoever answered this, not next week, I'll probably only do like 2 prizes a month, because I have to really catch up on things. Y'all write down this, because I'm going to ask this. And these questions I'm asking, infinite potential. Remember that. Cardboard is infinite potential, which means you can build anything with cardboard, okay? You can build anything with cardboard. This was just a piece of cardboard last week. Now look, it's a store now. Well, guess what? You have infinite potential too, just like this cardboard. You have so much potential inside of you. And now that we are part of a creative doll community, you can really share your gifts right here. And it's some things that you guys know that I can learn from. Please don't rob us from your gifts, because your gifts help us. So I really hope I drove that home for you guys to really get fired up on sharing your gifts. So make sure you write that down. Yes, somebody said something about the red door. She loves red, y'all. She loves red. Her favorite color is red. So, yes, we got the red door here. So, her shop is at the downtown square of Maple Leaves, which means all of those buildings are kind of old, and I love the old buildings like downtown. In my vision, the vision that I have, this is a very old building, and we're just giving it a new face. This building, in my vision, this building was probably built in the 1800s. So we're giving it a new face. So what I did so far, guys, if you're not following Boxology Building, follow that page too. What I did was I added my trimming here. Boxology 101 is you determine if a box is strong enough to make a building structure. Well, when you're done with making your building structure, you want to add your trimming, your leftovers, because we believe in recycling over here. Your leftovers or stuff that's too thin, like this is too thin to build with, but it is perfect for making a bench or planters like this. I made some planters out of just a thin box here. So there's a place for these thin boxes, okay? And 102 is building from your scraps. So if you watched me on Boxology Building last week, I did a bonus lives where only those people saw me, because it was like late at night when I was building. I think it was like around 11 or 12 at night. I build late, y'all, because I have a family, so I have to build late. Hey, my so dolls, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm Lady Tay, the admin of Mylilcurvyworld World and Boxology Building, and we're just building storefronts for our queen, dress queen Shannan here. So we're adding personality here. So because she likes black too, I'm gonna add some black trim in here too. I haven't done anything here yet because I was trying to decide if I'm gonna put any stone slate here or not. I'll know probably this afternoon, this evening or so, if I'm gonna do that. So I kind of left this blank. This is like a blank canvas right here. I don't know what I'm gonna do here, but as far as everything else, I painted it white, and we have our awning here. Oh, thank you, Tronny B. Welcome, welcome. She's gonna have an awning. Y'all see how the awning match her black stripes? I'm telling you, this building is gonna look like Shannan. My little Curvy World logo was made from Shannan's very first hat. And I think I have that hat over here, as a matter of fact. I think I have that hat. Shannan's very first post, she had on this hat that I made, that I got so excited. I saw Toya from my Froggy stuff make this hat years ago. I think it was back in 2015. And this was my very first thing I ever made for a doll, y'all. My very first thing. So my Mylilcurvyworld World logo is this hat. It's this hat one way and it's upside down to make it look like a world. So this is the logo. Anyway, I made this hat for Shannan. Hey, Monica, good to see you, Sister Queen. Good to see you. So, Shannan's always had black and white, y'all. That was always her. I told you she was the Mylilcurvyworld World. Curvy. So she's always had on black and white. I always had that feeling from her. So that's her hat. It's all dusty now because I just keep it over here as a reminder. This is a reminder where it all began. But this is her hat. So the awning is black and white, just like her personality. All right. So I'm working on the awning now, okay? Let me clear my desk. And if you guys don't have one of these already, this is a very cool tool to have. This is what I'm going to use to make the trimming for some of the black trim. I'm going to put some black trim in here too. So it's going to be nice. I can't wait till you guys see what I see. You know, I have a vision. I have a vision, and I can't wait till you see my vision manifest. And I just printed this. Is there a neon light in there? No. It's this stage light here. See it? On the back of that, you guys already know, is Chateau de Beauce. But right now we're not in Chateau de Beauce. We're in 81 5th Street. The sweet little corner of 5th and Main is where Shannan's shop is. So she's right on the corner of 5th and Main and Maple Leaves. So if you're ever in Maple Leaves, make sure you come by the sweet little shop on 5th and Main. I told y'all, my visions is very real to me. It's very real. They're not dolls to me anymore because I have just seen them so much in my vision. They're no longer dolls. That's what I'm telling you. When you find a doll that you really resonate with, or doll family, you can really flow from that, because they're no longer just a doll to you anymore. They're a story. They're a vision. Infinite potential, yes. You missed the question. That's okay. Deb Owens got the prize tonight. I'm going to try to do like 2 prizes a month. Deb Owens got the prize tonight. I was just doing it every week because you guys were like my very first ones to start coming to the show, and I was just so excited. Yes, Deb got the King and Queen shirt tonight. So make sure you send me your address. I hope you're in the United States. It's only free if you're in the United States, because it's going to come first class mail. So make sure you send me your address. I believe you are in the United States though. And what I did was I just went on Google and I just printed some black and white bars, black and white bars, and that's what I'm making the awning from. It's gonna be an awning. Do I need to push this back some, or is it good? We got good sight here. Yes, you are. You in Tennessee? Oh, well, you'll get that thing in probably about 3 or 4 days. Just give me a couple of weeks to make them, because these are new the new shirts are coming out, and I'm not gonna open up the store right away, guys. If you ever just say you want a king and queen shirt, just message me if you want to just buy one, because I'm not opening up the store right away. I'm just too busy to be manning the store, and I don't want to you know, be opening up the store, and I can't keep up with the demand right now, you know. But, you know, if you ever want a king and queen shirt, just let me know, and I'll just make you one, because, you know, I still sew for the Jenkins. But as far as like making a whole bunch of products to sell on the store, I just can't do it right now. And right now I'm more concerned about, you know, teaching you guys how to make these things. You know, I want to teach you guys how to create your own stuff, you know, because it's in you. Everybody's creative. Your creativity is waiting for you. Creativity is actually one of our higher faculties. You know, you have other faculties besides seeing, hearing, tasting. You have higher faculties, and I learned this from Bob Proctor. Look him up on YouTube. You have other faculties called intuition, creativity, the will, perception, and I know I'm missing some, but imagination. Those are your higher faculties. We all have that. We were all created by our Creator to create just like Him, just like our Father. So you all have the potential. That's why I tell you all the time, you have infinite potential. You have infinite potential. He put it in you. But, you know, a lot of us, which was me too, we were told that we can't do it. All we can do is what we learn in school. No. You have infinite potential. So you could create your own. Before I came back to collecting dolls and doing this stuff with dolls, I was scared of a sewing machine. And now look, I'm making dresses all the time for this one here. Why can I do that? Because I already had it in me, and she is my vision. And she needs dresses. Because she needs dresses and she is my vision, I had a purpose to learn how to sew. Does that make sense? What did you use on the walls? Oh, that's paper. You talking about this right here? You know what I'm saying, y'all? I just want to make sure y'all understand me here. I did not know anything about sewing. I had no desire to sew. Matter of fact, I hated going to Joanne Fabric. When my mother-in-law was living and she used to ask me to take her to Joanne Fabric, I thought that was the most boring place in the world. Now I love it. Why? Why do I love places like Joanne Fabric now? You know why? Because of this right here. The vision is the blueprint of the purpose. The purpose is Jasmine needed dresses. She is my vision. She needed dresses. And I don't have thousands of dollars to spend on her having dresses. I need those kind of dresses. I'm going to spend thousands of dollars. Hello? It's because I had a purpose. She needed dresses because she is a Jazzy Jenkins. I had to learn how to make those dresses. And it drove me to learn. And now I love it. I love it because I have a purpose to love it. Y'all hear me? She said, come on now. I'm preaching. Do y'all understand? This class here is not just for you to watch me make stuff. This class here is to enlighten you on what you can do. Okay? This is my purpose for this class. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this. I could just be making this stuff and just be like, la, 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 la. I'm just making this stuff for me and my dollies. And la, 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 la. No. You know why? Because it fired me up. It fired me up because I said, I've been lied to. I've been told I couldn't do this. I couldn't have that. I can't be that. My whole life. And if you are a black female, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm not trying to say anything against any other race. I'm just saying from my perspective. I've been told my whole life that I am being unrealistic for wanting to do art. Because I wanted to do art when I was in high school. My parents was like, you need to do something that you could get a job and make money, make good money. Why they say that? Because someone told them that. You know what I'm saying? So I've been lied to. So that side of me, I put that aside, that longing to do classes, to do something that I didn't like, to make money, to support myself, when it should have been I flow in my gifts. You understand? So because I was lied to so long and I'm so excited that I see the light, I am ready to enlighten you on the same thing. Why? Because that gives me joy. That gives me joy to help other people feel the same way. If we didn't learn anything else from this pandemic, we should at least learn that. We should at least learn that. Okay? If you didn't learn nothing else, at least have learned that. And it was right on time that my friend Sabrina told me that I'm supposed to be showing my gifts, because I've been building stuff all this time and not really posting it. And my friend Sabrina told me, she was like, you have such a cool talent making this stuff. You should start posting your stuff. And it was right during the pandemic when she told me that, like right when the pandemic started. So if you look at Mylilcurvyworld, I'm just using craft glue to put this up here, y'all. So if you look at Mylilcurvyworld back before 2021, April 2021, I barely posted anything. I would come on and look at everybody that's posting stuff and be like, oh, they're so talented. Oh, look at their stuff. They're so talented. And I never really thought about posting my stuff because I was so shy. But now I have a purpose to post my things. And it's not about me anymore. It's about me helping people be happy with my storyline. Because you have so much other stuff that can make you unhappy. At least you know when you come on Mylilcurvyworld, you'll have a laugh or two or something from these characters over here. Okay? That gave me a purpose. And because I have a purpose now, with the Jenkins being funny and living their lives and loving it, when there's so much doom and gloom going on around us, because that's one reason why I was so fired up during the pandemic, because I refused to cut on the news. I just wrote storylines. I ain't even watch TV, y'all. I said, nope. I'm not going to even let that steal my joy right now. Okay, we got COVID-19. Okay, well, I'm just going to stay myself in my house, and I'm just going to write from my dolls. Then I discovered not only did I know how to make stuff with boxes, I know how to write. Sacred Peril tells y'all all the time, if you're not catching her channel, catch her. Sacred Peril, she tells us all the time, anybody can write. And she's right. Anybody can write because you have a purpose to write. Your purpose causes you to be able to visualize doing these things that your whole life been told that you couldn't do. My whole life I was told that I couldn't read that well. And I certainly couldn't write. So guess what? I've always thought that. Here I am writing storylines. Okay? So that was a lie. So like I said, my purpose here is not just to show you guys making stuff. Y'all see my work already. I ain't got to do that for that. You see my work when you go on my page. My purpose here is to help you see that you can do it too. And you should. Because if you're here, you're fired up about this. You wouldn't be here if you weren't. And I can't wait to see what you create, because you have infinite potential. So you learned that. If you learn anything else, you learned I have infinite potential. Why? Because Lady Tay told me. I think you knew already. It's just I'm confirming that. When you see us creating things in the doll community, I know it's like, wow, they created that. Well, so can you. You just have to know the purpose of your page. You just have to know the purpose. Once you know the purpose of your page, you're going to have the vision on how you want things to look. And you're going to know which right dioramas to make. And you just going to be flowing. You just going to flow like a river. All right, y'all see the awning? And once I add the Mod Podge, that's going to give it more color. But now she has an awning. I'm using my fingers to pinch it to give it a line here. I'm sorry about that same music, but it's safe. If you get tired of hearing the same old song, just let me know and I'll change it to another song. I just have it looped on something that's safe. It kind of sounds like space age music. Hey, is it Coco 971? Good to see you. I'm Lady Tay, and I'm making a storefront for Miss Shannan Elizabeth here, my dress queen on Mylilcurvyworld. She is the dressmaker, y'all. She is. And she also sells positive t-shirts in her shop and tea. So that's why it's called Shannan Closet and Teas. She loves Paris too, and that's another reason why it's red and black is her favorite colors too, because she loves Paris. And the theme of her store is going to be for the love of Paris. So when you guys start seeing the diorama inside the storefront, I'm going to have like 2 dioramas. It's going to be one on this side and one on this side. And one is going to be the tea side where they sell tea, and the other side is going to be t-shirts. And on the t-shirt side, she sells positive t-shirts that's uplifting. So that's why when I did have my store, that's why a lot of my t-shirts say positive things, because in the storyline with Shannan that I haven't been able to manifest yet, that's what she sells in her stores. Hey Nick, how is it going? I have not seen you in a minute. How you doing? How you doing? How your mom and them doing? Good to see you. That's Nick's minis and toys, y'all. Y'all check out his page. He be having some cool lives too. Nick, I'm over here trying to tell them they need to go on and get their purpose of their diorama, purpose of their page, so they can know which dioramas they have. And I want to be able to see them do their lives too. Hey, Cam Doll. How you doing, Cam Doll World? Good to see you. Some of you guys I haven't seen that much since I came back from my sabbatical. It's good to see you. You say you very aspiring. You want to build something like this? Well, come on. Come on. I haven't covered this side with paper yet, y'all. And I probably won't, because it's going to be it's going to be a building right here too. They're going to be, it's a downtown. You know how buildings downtown are. Thank you so much. I missed y'all too. I came back ready to build, Nick. I was so inspired by all the buildings I had to look at every day while my son was in the hospital. I said, I need to be building when I get back. So the Jenkins have a lot of places to go, so we gonna be building, honey. So keep coming back every week. I'm gonna be building something. I think next week we're gonna go ahead and manifest that restaurant, y'all. So when summer hits, I could start doing those Mylilcurvyworld shows again, where we're just doing some live playing, where the Jenkins are going out for out to dinner and stuff, and they're doing some live plays while I'm actually talking for the dolls. Okay, I'm gonna actually be talking for the dolls. I gave y'all a little flavor to that a few weeks ago, of how it's gonna be like. You say you love my energy? Thank you. I told y'all, when you find your purpose, I copied it so I can flip it. The vision is the blueprint of the purpose. My vision is the Jenkins, because I have a vision called the Jenkins family, Swanky Jenkins. I have a purpose to build these things, okay? And I also have a purpose to be silly and to be myself and have fun and play with dolls on air and don't care. Why? Because I have a purpose. A purpose, a good purpose will make even the shyest person get up and do the silliest things. You know what I'm saying? Ask any of my friends, they would tell you they would never think I would do something like this. Because I was always the quiet, shy, supportive friend that always told them, oh, you can do it, you do that, you do that. I had a few of them that saw it in me. They was like, girl, you can do that. I seen how silly you can be. I'm like, no. But now the Jenkins give me a purpose to be silly on air, okay? They're my purpose. And the purpose is to make you guys laugh, okay? I told y'all before on the last show. Can't nobody laugh at me more than I laugh at myself. This glue don't want to stick on this side. I've already laughed at me already. Okay? Sometimes I be thinking of the stuff I'm going to write next, and I just bust out laughing. My husband be like, what's so funny? I told him they not dolls anymore. He be like, what's so funny? I said, what Juicy about to say? He's like, you act as if they real. I said they are. You didn't know that? You say you miss your doll story? Nick Minnie say he miss his doll story and want to bring it back, but not sure how. What they saying? What are they saying? That's how you bring them back. You're going to have to sit down at a bliss. Y'all need to create an imagination station. You got one, don't you, Nick? That's what this is. You're going to have to sit down at your imagination station and think. Use them higher faculties I was just talking about. Your higher faculty is your imagination. That's one of them. And in your imagination, they're going to tell you what to say, and then they'll tell you where to start. I started off with Jazzy being scared to play play her saxophone in public. And it all started from there. Because I was going through that myself. What are you going through? Maybe you can start there. Dollhouse on the world that knows that they talk. They do talk. Your imagination is a place. Then y'all gonna really think I'm crazy. But Bob Proctor teach that. Look up Bob Proctor on YouTube. He's one of my mentors. He just passed away this year, as a matter of fact. But your imagination is a place. Your imagination is a place. And my place is Mylilcurvyworld. So they're alive in your imagination. In that place, in that imagination, they are alive. So you just need to take a trip. Monica, I'm not saying to do any substance to take this trip. I'm saying you're going to need to get a clear area in your house and make it sacred. A clear area in your house. Make it sacred. Get you a table if you don't have one already. Now I'm telling y'all my secret. I'm telling you the secrets of the great people who are great thinkers in imagination. People like Walt Disney. People like that. You're going to have to get you an area in your house. You might not think this is a big deal, but this is a big deal. And you're going to have to sit there sometimes and think and go to that place where those dolls are in your mind, and the story will come. The story will come. But you got to be quiet. You got to be quiet, and you got to think. See, people thinking, I heard this from Earl Nightingale. He say that most people don't even think. They think, but they don't think. When you're truly thinking, you're using your higher faculties, which is the will, the perception, your imagination. Okay? She said she loved the carts. Monica says she loves the Jetsons. You talking about creative, thoughtful mind. Yes. These are higher faculties. This is what our Creator gave us that other animals don't have. And this is another thing Earl Nightingale said. He said that the only difference between man and a horse or a pig is our minds. Why? Because we have the power to go to places in our imagination and change our world around us. Animals can't do that. Animals adapt to the world that they're in. We're uncomfortable in the world that we're in unless we're where we want to be, where we were designed to be. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, you need to have a place. Can't nobody come over here. This is my area. Nobody's over here but me. I don't let you can't eat over here. You can't do nope. You cannot come over here. This is a sacred place that I read my scriptures and I meditate, and I go to that place called my imagination. That's why this is called my imagination station. You have to go to that place in your mind. And it's like a muscle. It's going to feel weird at first because you were told as a child, don't do that. But you did that as a child. You did that as a child. And one reason why you guys, when you look at Mylilcurvyworld, I don't just take a picture from one angle. I take a picture from multiple angles because I want you there. I want you to actually be in the room with Jazzy and Juicy when they're talking. I want you to actually be there. You're actually, when you're looking at my pictures, you are in their house. You're actually there. You know what I'm saying? In your imagination, you actually go to a place. That's why sometimes, I don't try to be funny. Sometimes I don't catch some of y'all's posts because sometimes I be gone. I told y'all that before. Tag me if you want. Deb Owens do it all the time. She always send me her posts because she want me to see it. Because I be gone. Especially during this pandemic. Y'all was here on Earth. I wasn't here. 2020, I wasn't here. I was in Mylilcurvyworld. I had a resident right there in Mylilcurvyworld. Call me crazy, but you know what? I ain't insane. All right? I unplugged from everything. I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear about COVID. I didn't want to hear about COVID, little sister, little brother that come after COVID. I ain't want to hear about none of that. I was not there. I was in Mylilcurvyworld. That's why I say you need to have an area. And Joseph Campbell, he's one professor that Bob Proctor always quote. He said that have a bliss station. And when I heard that, I about died. I said, what? I already do that. He said, have a bliss station in your imagination station that I call it, is your bliss station. It's where you go away from everything and you're able to flow and just create. Sometimes it be hours. I be here for hours building. I be here for hours. I lose track of time. And you will do that when you find your purpose. When you find your purpose and the blueprint come in your mind, it's just gonna take over. You just gonna flow like that. That's why I tell people all the time, you ain't gotta compete with nobody. You compete with yourself. Every time I make this, I'm already thinking about how I can make this better. That's my competition. Me. How can I make this better next time? That's my competition. Me. How can I do it better? Because every project you do, you're going to grow. Every project you do, you're going to grow. Every time. You have a place like that. Ooh, maybe we should start taking pictures of our bliss station or imagination station. Because I'm telling you, you have to do it, and it have to be a sacred place where you go. I only in a apartment, but this is my area in here, and can't nobody come over here unless they're creating something with me and we doing something together. But to come over here and eat and do all they look, you can't come over here. You have to keep an area just for you. And when you're in that area, your mind already knows that you're going to go on a trip. And that trip is your imagination. And I'm telling you, people like Walt Disney and people like that had really high imagination, they had areas like that they just go. Some people sit outside. I know when I went to the pond, that helped me reset myself. Go out into nature. Go out and look at the trees and stuff. Go out where you don't have to worry about no mask. Okay? And just look at the nature. Because all the answers that you're seeking is there. Your dolls are waiting for you to bring that story out, but you got to go where they at. Mylilcurvyworld World is a place. Why you think I named their city they live in Make-Believes? That's actually a play on words that means make believe. They live in make-believe, but it's called Make-Believes. That's where they live. So they are alive. My whole point is they are alive. They are alive in your imagination. I'm going to have to use the real glue because this here is playing with me. I ain't going to play with it no more. Okay, this is... She said you too much, Queen. I'm gone. I am gone, Monica. I'm telling you, once you tap into your superpower called your imagination, you can't go back. You can't go back. That's why I say you be ready. When you do it, be ready. Because you can't go back. Even if you try, you can't. I don't live here. I live in my vision. But thinking is actually using your higher faculties. When you're using your 5 faculties like seeing, touch, smell, that's not thinking. That's just brain function. Your superpowers is your higher faculties. That's when you're thinking. And when I found out that from listening to Bob Proctor and Earl Nightingale, that blew my mind. I said I was already doing that. Why they couldn't just leave me alone when I was a little girl? I was already doing that. You said that you hooked Monica. That's because we sisters. My sister Monica Great said that I hooked her from day one. Cause you know why? Because a lot of people don't talk like this, but it's true, and that's why it resonates with you, because you know it's true.